Some of the things that I've noticed is that all of the windows aren't the right size. Originally, when I bought the shed, the windows were supposed to be at 32 inches off the ground, normal window height, and like in a dwelling. When they went to install the shed, they were all 48 inches off the ground. So as you can see here, they did lower them a little bit to about 46 inches. But to do that, they had to get longer windows for the shed. And I was told that they were just going to get 1 foot longer windows. Well, as you can see here by all this framing over here and a little bit over here, they didn't do that. These windows were originally a 2x2 window, and they were going to buy a 2x3 window to replace. As you can see, this is a 18-inch wide window. Oops. By maybe 32 long. Sorry, I can't. Well, maybe it's 36. So it's 18 by 36. Sorry, I can't quite measure and run the camera at the same time. The other thing with these windows is when you push them up like this, they don't stay up. See? Window up, let it go, falls back down. Doesn't really do me a whole lot of good with a window that falls down. So that's with these windows. There's 2 of those, one here, one here. Same deal, you can see all the framing over there where they had to butt them up to make the narrower window fit. The same thing is true for the 3 larger windows. Here, here, and there. Originally these windows were going to be a 3x3 window. And the same thing was true. They framed them at the wrong height off the ground. They were at 48 inches as well. So as you can see, these ones have been lowered pretty significantly. They're still not 32 inches, but they're a lot better. They were going to buy a 3 foot by 4 foot window to put in here. Again, they didn't do that. They ordered a 30-inch by 42-inch window, Geldwin window. You'll have to trust me, it's 42 inches. So these windows were supposed to be 36 inches off the ground. You know, they're supposed to be another 4 inches lower, but they didn't buy the right windows to replace with, so I'm left with this. All 3 of these are the same. You know, you can see where they've all been butt framed in to make them fit. Okay, here we are on the outside of the shed. Some of the other little, I guess you could say they're slightly nitpicky things, but when they redid the framework here, you can see that he didn't repaint the frames at all. You know, so you got exposed wood like here, and you know they didn't repaint it at all. The same is true over on this back window. It's really bad up there. Look at that. That's all. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to repaint all these frames to make them right. Over here on this side window, you can see the same is true. Lots of exposed nails that'll rust. Bad little paint job here. It's all smeared. No paint there. Gonna have to repaint all that and probably use some paint thinner or something to take that paint off that window. Again, here we are on the front of the shed. More of the same here. Big score marks in the framing where I don't know if he nailed it there or what, but exposed nails. The other thing I noticed, let me see if I can zoom in. One of the shingles is coming off, or it's coming up already. I don't know if it'll focus on that, but you can kind of see it. I'll have to get up there and nail that down or replace that shingle or whatever the deal is with it. Here's the door frame. Again, more dirt or whatever on there. I don't know what. It's got to be repainted. More marks on the front sill, or the front frames. Okay, and the last thing, here we are out my driveway. The contractor got his truck stuck in here on his third trip up here last weekend, and he hired one of the local guys with a skid loader. There's a lot of logging around here, to come pull him out. And I don't know if you can see this, but some of these tire treads are almost a foot deep here, and over here it's a big mess. You can see they dug it all up, huge holes in the ground, some of them over a foot deep, ruts everywhere. Here's a big one right here, that's probably 2 feet deep right there. And this continues all the way up my driveway. It's about a third of a mile long driveway that has deep skid loader ruts all the way up it. I had to use 4-wheel drive in my truck just to get back here today because some of these are so deep, like right here. And I'll stick my foot in there, and it's up over my ankle deep. And this goes all the way up my driveway. So this is probably going to be a $400 skid steer rental and probably a day's labor to get this all smoothed out. And then to fill in these holes, I'm probably going to have to buy a couple $100 of, river rock or class 5 gravel or something to bring in here to fill all this in. The worst spot is actually right here. You can see this is where his truck got stuck again, and they had to use logs and stuff underneath the wheels to prop it up to get it out. So this is all embedded in the driveway right now. All this wood, this birch, and more holes, and it continues up that way for another 350 feet or so, just big ruts. So thought I'd document that as well.